Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins. We're experts at AI coaching and helping professionals like you and your employees upskill in AI. The trucking industry could be on the brink of a significant transformation, and a key catalyst appears to be the Tesla Semi. Today, we're analyzing the reception and future prospects of this vehicle, drawing from a LinkedIn article by John Thomas. It was published on March 20th, 2024. And it's titled, Tesla's Long-Awaited Semi Wins Over Choosy Truckers.
So, here's how we'll structure our analysis. First, we'll examine the very positive reception from professional drivers. Second, we'll look at the key data points that give the Semi a competitive edge. Third, we'll discuss the significant roadblocks to widespread adoption. And finally, we'll consider what this all could mean for the future of the trucking industry.
All right, let's begin with the perspective that's arguably the most important for long-term success. The view from the driver's seat. According to Thomas's reporting, the Tesla Semi is making a very strong first impression.
This initial feedback from the pilot testers is absolutely crucial. Driver adoption is a make-or-break factor for any new commercial vehicle, and professional truck drivers are, quite rightly, a demanding audience. Their endorsement carries a lot of weight.
So what specific features are drivers highlighting? Well, it really comes down to a few key areas. The centered driving position and the comprehensive camera system are being praised for enhancing visibility and, by extension, safety. On the operational side, the faster charging speeds and the increased range, up to 500 miles, are seen as major efficiency gains, reducing downtime.
Okay, so the drivers are impressed, but how does the Semi perform on paper when compared to its direct competitors? Let's shift our focus to the quantitative data to understand the business case.
The source material points to three critical advantages. The Tesla Semi's price point is approximately $100,000 less than comparable models. It reportedly charges 4 times faster, and its range is about double that of other battery electric trucks on the market. These are not minor differences. They represent a significant leap in performance and value.
To capitalize on these advantages, Tesla has set an ambitious production goal. The plan is to manufacture 50,000 trucks annually at its Nevada Gigafactory, with mass production scheduled to start this summer. This figure indicates a high degree of confidence in market demand.
However, despite the positive reception and the strong specifications, the path to mass adoption is not without some very real challenges. It's important to maintain a balanced perspective here.
Thomas's reporting identifies two primary hurdles. Now, for those who follow zero-emission vehicle technology, these issues will likely sound familiar, but they are amplified in the context of commercial logistics.
The first major hurdle is the upfront cost, which is roughly double that of a comparable diesel big rig. That's a substantial capital investment for any carrier. The second challenge is infrastructure. The kind of dedicated public fast-charging network required for these vehicles on a national scale simply doesn't exist yet.
As a result, current adoption by carriers is heavily dependent on government grants and voucher programs to offset that high initial cost. For example, a recent voucher program in California for zero-emission trucks was exhausted very quickly. And, as Thomas notes, the majority of those orders were for the Tesla Semi, which is a strong indicator of underlying market demand.
So, how do we synthesize these competing factors? On one hand, we have compelling benefits for drivers and strong performance metrics. On the other, we have significant financial and infrastructural barriers. What does this suggest about the Semi's potential impact?
The article cites a perspective from a commenter, Donald Jantz, which suggests that the technological and operational benefits are so compelling that they could accelerate the industry's transition perhaps more quickly than many currently anticipate.
This brings us to the crucial question posed in the article we analyzed. Could the Semi become the catalyst that popularizes and normalizes electric power for the entire trucking industry, much like the Model 3 did for consumer automobiles? The early indicators are certainly positive, but it remains a pivotal question for the future of logistics.
Thank you for joining this AI for Career Success video overview. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition.
If you like these videos, use the QR code at the beginning of this video to buy us a coffee or hire us to coach you or your employees in AI. Please subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel, and remember to like, comment, and share to help us reach a wider audience.